Ladies and gentlemen, preparation precedes manifestation, because nothing truly great arrives without being made room for. In every area of life, spiritual, emotional, professional, or relational, the principle remains the same. If you are not prepared, even the right opportunity can become a missed one. People often pray for doors to open, for miracles to happen, for life to change, but when those prayers are answered, they're caught off guard, scrambling to respond, because they didn't prepare in faith beforehand. Faith is not just belief, it's movement. It's getting your house in order before the guest arrives. It's building the ark before the rain. It's packing your bags before you see the road. The manifestation of purpose, breakthrough, healing, or calling doesn't come to the passive. It comes to those who show God that they are serious about what they are asking for. Many people want the platform, but they have not prepared their character. Many ask for increase, but have not cultivated discipline. They want elevation, but their foundation is still shaky. Preparation is not always glamorous. It's done in silence, in obscurity, without applause. But it is in the preparation that strength is built, clarity is gained, and capacity is stretched. If you skip preparation, manifestation can crush you instead of bless you. The delay you feel in your life right now may not be denial. It may be divine protection giving you time to get ready. God does not withhold promises. He waits for alignment, and alignment begins with preparation. When you prepare like it's already done, you signal your faith to heaven. You say, I believe you enough to build, even when I don't see the outcome. This mindset changes everything. You shift from waiting to working, from hoping to building, from surviving to expecting. That shift is what draws manifestation closer. No athlete wins without training. No seed bears fruit without being planted and nurtured. No vision becomes reality without planning, sacrifice, and structure. The time between the promise and the fulfillment is a sacred stretch where you're being tested, refined, and trusted. Preparation protects what's coming. It ensures that when manifestation finally arrives, you are not overwhelmed. You are ready. The opportunity doesn't break you, it proves you. The platform doesn't expose you, it elevates you. There are doors you've prayed to walk through that require a version of you. That preparation is forming right now. So don't curse the season of preparation. Embrace it, respect it, use it, because what you do now determines what you can hold later. Some doors don't need to be forced open, they open on schedule. But you must be ready when they do. Manifestation has a weight to it, and only the prepared can carry it. Those who succeed in destiny are not lucky. They are ready. They saw it before it came. They believed it when it wasn't visible, and they built themselves to receive it. Preparation is the silent proof of expectation, and it always goes before the unveiling of what was promised. Friday, August 8, is not just a day marked on the calendar. It is a divine appointment set in the spiritual realm. There are moments in time that carry weight far beyond the natural. They may appear ordinary to the casual observer, but to those in tune with the Spirit, they carry prophetic significance. This particular Friday is one of those moments. It has been highlighted, underlined, and circled in heaven's schedule. It is not about superstition or human prediction. It is about spiritual alignment. There are windows in life when the timing of God intersects with the obedience of His people. When preparation meets prophecy, when faith meets fulfillment, when action meets the appointed hour. August 8 is not just about what will happen, but about what must be ready by then. It is a checkpoint, a divine deadline, a spiritual due date that signals something is about to be released. Not because of coincidence, but because it has been divinely orchestrated. To the unprepared, it will pass like any other day. But to the expectant, it will be the doorway to something greater. Divine appointments are rarely announced with trumpets. They are recognized by the discerning. Just as the wise men followed a star and found destiny in a manger, so must we be alert to the signs and rhythms of divine timing. This Friday is not a threat. It is a summons. It is not a warning. It is a wake-up call. God moves in patterns and purposes, and when he places emphasis on a date, it is because something is shifting. Something is being released, something is being revealed, something is being activated. Whether it is clarity, instruction, provision, opportunity, or break, through what matters most is not the external event, but the internal readiness. The most dangerous thing a person can do is treat a divine moment like an ordinary one. When you honor a day that God has marked, you don't just experience a change in circumstances. You step into a new realm of spiritual authority and alignment. Divine appointments are invitations to greater obedience. They are tests of your sensitivity, your preparation, and your willingness to move when others remain still. On August 8, you are not being asked to simply watch. You are being called to participate, to posture yourself in prayer, to complete the task you were assigned, to make the shift you've been delaying. This is a moment that requires more than passive belief. It demands intentional action. The day is not powerful by itself. What makes it powerful is what God has attached to it. What you do leading up to it, and how you respond when it arrives, can alter your season. Many are waiting for a sign, but the date itself is the sign. The urgency is not about fear. It is about destiny. To treat August 8 casually is to miss the weight it carries. To respond in faith is to align with the move that has already been scheduled in the heavens. Readiness is your responsibility because no one else can prepare for what God has called you to carry. Destiny does not wait for convenience, and purpose will not pause for your hesitation. Too many people are waiting for a perfect moment, a clearer sign, or someone else to push them forward. But the truth is, readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's choosing to act even when you don't have all the answers. It's preparing the altar before the fire falls, laying the foundation before the rain comes, and building the structure before the blessing arrives. Every great move of God begins with a person who takes ownership of their preparation. You cannot outsource your discipline, your obedience, or your growth. No one can do the internal work for you. Readiness is the quiet labor of faith, the unseen hours spent developing character, sharpening vision, and surrendering pride. It's what you do when no one is watching, when no praise is given, and when the future still looks foggy. But it matters deeply, because when the opportunity comes, it's too late to get ready. You must be ready. Those who are ready move when the door opens. Those who aren't miss their moment and blame everyone else for why they stayed stuck. But the truth is, the moment didn't betray them, they simply weren't prepared for it. Readiness is a lifestyle, not an emergency reaction. It means showing up in the morning with discipline, praying even when you don't feel like it, and staying focused when distractions call your name. You don't rise to the level of your intentions, you fall to the level of your preparation. And preparation is your responsibility. It is the evidence of your faith, saying you believe something is easy, showing that belief through readiness is where true trust is proven. Readiness says, I don't know when or how, but I know it's coming, and I will not be caught unprepared. Many people pray for elevation, but remain idle in the waiting room. They wait to see movement before they start moving, but faith prepares in the silence. Faith prepares when the sky is still clear, trusting that the storm or the rain or the opportunity is already on its way. If you truly believe something is coming, you prepare as if it already has. Readiness is not about being perfect. It's about being willing. It's about being available, teachable, and faithful in the little things, because God doesn't need perfection. He needs preparation. And he honors those who take responsibility for the space they've been assigned. Whatever your calling, your vision, or your next step, own it. Get ready in the dark so you can shine in the light. Show up before the door opens. Study before the test comes. Pack before the journey begins. The future belongs to those who prepare for it now. You won't have time to build the boat when the rain starts falling. So take responsibility today. because readiness is the proof that you're serious about the promise. Avoid delay and distraction because they are the twin enemies of destiny. Delay whispers, "You have more time," while distraction says, "Look over here." Together, they rob you of the momentum necessary to walk in purpose. Every great assignment requires urgency and focus, but these two forces quietly creep in to derail what should have been completed by now. Delay is dangerous because it disguises itself as patience. It convinces you to wait on a better time, a clearer sign, or a more convenient moment. But destiny doesn't wait for convenience. It demands obedience now. There will never be a perfect moment to start, to move, to obey. You either step forward in faith or stay stuck in fear. Delay tells you to sit still when the Spirit is saying, "Go." It causes people to miss windows that never open again. What you don't do today may become tomorrow's regret. Some opportunities don't return, not because God doesn't want to bless you again, but because time has moved on and the season has shifted. Distraction, on the other hand, is more subtle, but just as destructive. It doesn't stop you outright. It just steals your focus one moment at a time. It keeps your hands busy but your soul empty. You scroll, you compare, you overthink, you entertain voices that were never meant to guide you. Distraction doesn't always look sinful. Often it looks harmless. It may even look like productivity, but it pulls you away from the assignment that truly matters. It pulls you into noise and out of purpose. It fills your schedule but drains your spirit. The enemy of purpose isn't always sin. It's often noise, clutter, busyness, and emotional entanglements. Some of the greatest delays in life are caused not by external resistance, but by internal confusion. You cannot afford to lose time chasing things that don't matter. You cannot afford to be so entertained that you forget you have a calling. Every minute spent in distraction is a minute lost from divine alignment. Every hour you delay is a door that slowly closes. To avoid delay and distraction, you must live with intentionality. You must know what you're called to do and refuse to let anything pull you away from it. It takes discipline to say no, to stay focused, to keep moving when others are resting. You must protect your time like it's sacred, because it is. Purpose doesn't compete for your attention. You must choose it. You must silence the noise, shut down the procrastination, and move even when it's uncomfortable. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. The more distracted you are, the dimmer your vision gets. Destiny is not a guarantee. It is a reward for those who are vigilant. So cut off what delays you. Shut down what distracts you. Time is too short, and the assignment is too great. You don't have forever to do what you were born to do. Now is the moment to act, to obey, and to walk forward without hesitation. Action must follow prayer, because faith without works is dead. Prayer is powerful, but it is not a substitute for movement. It is the foundation for it. When you pray, you are aligning your heart with heaven, receiving instruction, strength, and clarity. But what you do after you say amen determines whether that prayer becomes a reality or remains a wish. Too many people stay stuck in cycles of endless prayer with no corresponding obedience. They wait for God to move, while heaven waits for them to act. Prayer is not meant to paralyze you, it is meant to propel you. Every great move of God in Scripture began with prayer, but it was completed through action. Moses didn't just pray at the Red Sea, he lifted his staff. David didn't just pray about Goliath, he stepped onto the battlefield. Esther didn't just fast, she walked into the king's court. They prayed and then they moved, because action is the evidence that you believe what you prayed. If you ask for a door to open but never walk toward it, that's not faith. It's fear in disguise. If you ask for provision but don't position yourself to receive it, you've missed the point. Prayer is communication, but action is demonstration. It shows God that you trust Him enough to step out, even when the outcome is unclear. God often responds not just to what we say in prayer, but to what we're willing to do after we've prayed. Your breakthrough may be waiting on your movement. Your next level may be tied to your obedience. Action doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you trust the one who does. It means you stop overthinking, stop doubting, and start building, speaking, applying, reaching, or stepping out. Sometimes the miracle is already scheduled, but it's waiting on your feet to start walking. Prayer prepares the heart, but action activates the promise. You don't need to pray about what God has already told you to do. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. The longer you wait to act on what God said, the more you risk losing the moment He ordained for you. The timing of God is perfect, but He expects you to respond in that timing. You can't pray for rain and then leave your field empty. You can't ask for opportunity and then refuse to show up. You can't pray for open doors and then remain locked in fear. Heaven responds to movement. Faith is forward motion. Even when the way is unclear, even when the ground feels shaky, your steps matter. Every act of obedience builds momentum, and momentum births miracles. Prayer is the start, not the finish. It's the launching pad, not the landing zone. Once you've heard from God in prayer, the next step is yours. You must go where He sends you, build what He tells you, speak what He reveals to you, and act as if the answer is already on the way. Opportunity will only reward the prepared, because no matter how great the door, only those who are ready can walk through it with confidence and sustain what's on the other side. Opportunities are not given to elevate the unprepared. They are revealed to those who have been sharpening their tools in secret, refining their character in silence, and building quietly when no one is watching. Too many people desire success, visibility, and breakthrough, but they haven't done the necessary groundwork to hold what they're asking for. Preparation is the currency that opportunity respects. Without it, the moment you prayed for can become the moment that exposes you. The worst thing is not a missed opportunity. It's stepping into one prematurely and being crushed by what you were not built to carry. That's why preparation is not a waste of time. It is the training ground for elevation. Every private sacrifice, every hidden discipline, every unseen decision to stay faithful is building you for the day when the door swings open. When that moment comes, it won't ask you if you're ready. It will assume that you are. That's why you must prepare like the opportunity is inevitable. You must think like it's coming, live like it's near, and work like it's already been assigned to you. Because when it arrives, there will be no time to go back and study, rebuild, or pray longer prayers. There will only be time to step in and execute. You don't rise to the level of your potential. You rise to the level of your preparation. That's the standard opportunity upholds. It doesn't bless the dreamer who only wishes. It blesses the doer who gets ready. Opportunities don't slow down to accommodate laziness or hesitation. They are often brief, fast, moving, and disguised as hard work. Only the prepared will recognize them and seize them with both hands. Many people confuse waiting with idleness. But true waiting is active. It's getting better, going deeper, getting stronger, and growing quieter so you can hear clearly. It's not about being perfect. It's about being postured. Prepared people don't panic when opportunity comes, they perform. They've rehearsed in the dark so they can shine in the light. They've already counted the cost, studied the terrain, and trained their spirit to move when the signal is given. The opportunity may look like it came suddenly, but those who benefit from it have been getting ready for years. They made the investment long before the reward was visible. They honored the process long before the promise appeared. Opportunity is not waiting for you to feel worthy. It is waiting for you to be ready. It doesn't respond to potential. It responds to preparation. You don't get ready when the moment comes. You are already ready because you respected the time leading up to it. Whether it's a platform, a partnership, a breakthrough, or a next level of calling, opportunity has a way of bypassing the ones who merely wish and elevating the ones who quietly prepared in faith.